So my name is Angela Baldonero, and I'm the VP of People at Return Path.
Return Path is a very nimble, flexible organization. What does that mean, and how do we take advantage of that?
So it's one of the greatest things about Return Path, and it's actually a big part of why I joined Return Path. So it means that the organization can be many things to many people. There isn't like one definition of how you have to be, to be successful at Return Path. So that means if you're a single mom, we support that. If you are, if you have 6 kids and there's some flexibility you need, we support that. And if if mountain biking is your passion and you want to get out riding at lunch, we support that. So very flexible around many different lifestyles and many different needs in terms of people being people. Because we all have big lives, and we want to support that. Work is just a part of someone's life. It's not their whole life.
I heard you're training for a triathlon. Why don't you tell us a few things about that?
Yes, so that's my big, hairy goal for this year. So I'm doing an Olympic distance triathlon in August, and it's going fairly well. The biking and the running are good. I'm good with those. The swimming's a little tougher. Getting into a cold, wet pool is a little harder to do.
Where is the triathlon?
It's in Kelowna, so it's in wine country in British Columbia, Canada. Really pretty, and I have a couple other friends doing it, so we're gonna get a big group of people to come and cheer us on that weekend.
Where do you see Return Path in 3 to 5 years?
So that's such a good question. We've changed a lot in the past 3 to 5 years. And I think we're at this really unique place in that we are truly becoming a global organization now. We've got about 12, 15 employees in Europe now. And when I look out ahead, I think we're still going to be this really incredible, innovative, flexible organization. I think we're going to continue building amazing products and innovating in the world of deliverability. We'll still have our values and our integrity, but I think we'll truly be global. And I think that means being grounded in other countries in Europe, not just the UK, France, and Germany, but in Italy and Spain and other areas in a way that isn't an add-on to the US, but that is, we've localized what Return Path is over there, and then we move on to Asia Pacific and Latin America. And I really think it's just such a phenomenal opportunity for everyone who's part of what we're becoming.
Give us a few thoughts on your on the Return Path culture and what makes it the place that it is.
So there's really an intensity to Return Path that is kind of the line between who's a good fit and who's not. I talked about the flexibility before, and we support lifestyles. And so then in terms of the actual work, the people that are here, we have incredibly smart people working really hard to solve problems that have never been solved before every day. We're market leaders in what we do, and it's highly technical. So we're like this think tank. George and I call it the email think tank, and we have this amazing amount of brain power focused on solving these really, really complex problems, and who are very passionate about it. And that's really what drives our culture and our success. So there's I don't want to call it work hard, play hard. It's very much work is play. This problem solving is what people thrive on. And that's an integral part of our culture, is people really performing at high levels. And that's what makes people successful.
On a more personal level, I know you enjoy traveling. Give me your idea of a great destination or a perfect vacation, maybe something you want to do.
Yeah, so I've done lots of great extended trips, right? Like I've done the backpacking in Thailand, and I've done the trips to Europe. The next big one on my list is India. I'd love to really see all parts of India. And I think in the book Eat, Pray, Love, and her experience. And that's just really, there's a spiritual side, there's the other side of humanity side. That's the next big one on the list.
And what do you like to do outside of work? Other than train for a triathlon?
Training for my triathlon, I am part of a book club, so I enjoy reading, and I love cooking and wine. I have a background in hospitality, so I love taking wine classes or trying new wine with friends, cooking classes. I love hosting and entertaining, all that kind of stuff. And I'm also becoming a certified coach, so I actually spend a lot of time coaching, both in the nonprofit and for-profit outside of Return Path, which is very rewarding.
If you're new to Return Path, what is an important element of being successful here?
So I truly believe that the one thing that is kind of make or break at Return Path is your thirst for feedback and your ability to digest feedback and to want to grow and learn, right? None of us are perfect. Learning is a lifelong process, and if you think you've got it all figured out, you probably don't. There's always more to learn, and we're certainly a learning organization, and we give a ton of feedback, and it's all for the benefit of your growth, your growth as an employee. And that your growth can be many different things, but you have to have that thirst for feedback and growth, and to kind of develop yourself and whatever that is for you, right? It's different things for different people. Totally core to being successful here.
Okay, that's great. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks.